Hey geeks, it's time for another Doctor Who video. In this video we're going to be talking about the 13th Doctor and whether or not the writers need to explain why the Doctor is female this time. This is something that I've seen bandied about a lot in various Doctor Who Facebook groups. Some people, they really want a reason. Why is the Doctor female? Why has the Doctor changed genders? They want to know, like, give an in-story reason. Other people don't really care if they explain it or not. It's just great that the Doctor's female this time around. I'm kind of in that boat. I don't care if they explain it or not. Just let it be a thing that's going on. I would be fine with that. But if they're going to explain it in the story, what could it be? That's what this video is going to be about.
So instead of explaining why the Doctor is suddenly female, I think it would better serve the story and would be a better story to find out why the Doctor previously has only been male. I feel like that's the much more interesting question. Like, why has the Doctor only been a male up until now? That's the question I want to answer. Not necessarily why is the Doctor a female now?
It's something that could be answered pretty simply or in a very complicated way. They could go either direction. The simple answer is maybe something like a Time Lord changing genders. It's only let's say a 1 in 20 chance. A Time Lord only gets 13 bodies, 12 regenerations. If it's a 1 in 25, the odds are a Time Lord's not going to change genders from regeneration to regeneration. That would mean the next Doctor, 14, would also be most likely female, because the odds of changing genders then would only be 1 in 25. So we'd have a string of female Doctors at that point, if they decided to explain it that way. But if they would rather go with the story of why the Doctor switched genders, there's a variety of ways that they could explain that if they chose to. It could be this regeneration cycle that the Time Lords gave the Doctor. It might be something that they've done. Maybe they've gave him an all-female regeneration cycle. The story I would prefer is the 12th Doctor specifically. He was the Doctor who was last with River Song on their last night together. He is aware of this person named Clara who he knew but lost, and now he has no memory of her, but he is aware of that he knew this person and his memory's been erased, and so he's dealing with that and probably feels very guilty. Bill asked him, just please don't get me killed. And as far as he knows, she's dead, although she's living as a different kind of life form. But as of right now, to him, she's dead. So that guilt of losing all these women he was close to could be the driving force behind the Doctor regenerating into a female this time around. Yeah,
and he also thinks that he failed Missy, so that's another guilt.
Yeah, all of these things, I would almost rather the Doctor's female this time, deal with it.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that.
Yeah, I agree. I personally don't think that they need to explain why the Doctor's female. He's already stated that they can change gender, so why do we need an explanation besides that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we get a clear-cut explanation for why he's all these other Doctors.
The only one that they really did that with was 12, and that was because Peter Capaldi has been in Torchwood and Doctor Who, so they needed to explain why he had that face. He's a familiar face to Whovians. Yeah. I don't think they really need to explain why the Doctor's face this time around is Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah, they've never really explained it before. Why should they start now?
I would really prefer if they didn't. Just leave it up to the fans. And it could be, like, fan theories are some of the best things going. Yeah. So I think just leave it to the fan theories.
Yeah, let the fans come up with theories of why the Doctor's female and don't address it in the show.
Yeah. I think that's what I would prefer. But I want to know what you think. Let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you can tell us by dropping a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already, and you can help us grow our channel by sharing any of our videos on social media.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.